COVID yan, hindi natin nakikita, yun ang unang naramdaman ko. And syempre, yung magiging epekto nito sa pangkalahatan, in which nakita naman natin during the pandemic and up to now, yung epekto ng pandemic hindi lang sa atin, sa pamilya, kundi sa pangkalahatan.
We are living through unprecedented times. The impact of the novel coronavirus and its disease COVID-19 has reverberated through every corner of the globe, taking lives, destroying livelihoods, and changing everything about how we interact with each other and the world. At a time of crisis, governments more than ever must rely on timely, reliable data to make decisions in order to mitigate harm and support their citizens. For media practitioners across the world, the COVID-19 pandemic is an unprecedented news story. The relentless news cycle, an infodemic of misinformation, let alone the personal challenges of a pandemic which affects each and every one of us, have made this one of the most unique stories reporters will likely ever tell.
While thousands of employees work from home during the pandemic, many media practitioners have no other choice but to head into their studios, newsrooms, or out to the field. And Mr. Dance Alta is one of them. Mr. Dance Alta is currently residing at Legazpi City, a duty-accredited media practitioner of Kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas. He is also a PNP Bicol Press Club member and a member of the Regional Advisory Council of PNP Regional Maritime Unit 5. In the troubled times that lie ahead, his services as a media practitioner are timely and accurate. That serve as our best bet to ensure that no one is left behind.
In the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, Mr. Dance Alta has the challenging task of gathering and distributing accurate information, and he has faced many challenging situations in the field, ranging from verbal assault to physical safety risks due to the highly conflicted situation in our community. He managed to balance personal safety during pandemic with risk of threats, attacks, or arrest in his work field. Also learned about the wide implications to their psychosocial well-being of the tremendous pressure they face within the context of the pandemic. This pandemic surely made a drastic change in our lives.
And Mr. Dance Alta is no exception from risks. His first and unfortunate memory before the pandemic as a media man is when he was invited as a mandatory witness in a drug operation along with a barangay officer and representative from DOJ. The operation itself speaks that it is risky and life-threatening. So, according to Mr. Dance Alta, the subject or the person of interest in the drug operation might have learned about the operation beforehand. And when they were about to approach the area, it started firing numerous gunshots. He further added that this will forever leave a mark in his journey as a media man. And because of his experience, he now ensures to always take extra precautions when he is on duty.
Experience mo, sir, nung nagkaroon ng putukan, sir?
Well, ano yun? Isang operation relative to drugs. Involved mga posters, PNP, tapos meron sila necessary search warrants. Mahal sa isang subject person. And ako yung isa sa mga mandatory witness. Kasi bago ko minister, dapat yung mandatory witness. Kaya, PNJ, warrant. Ah, habang papasok kami doon sa lugar, siguro natunugan ng subject person, yun, may narinig kaming putok o baril. Siyempre hindi namin alam kung saan. Immediately, after nun, dahil namin ang sunod-sunod na putok, diretso ako sa ilalim ng sasakyan. Doon ako magtago. And that is my very first experience na siguro hindi ko makakalimutan sa media practitioner. Relative sa ating trabaho. And yun, after nun, habang nasa process, siyempre, tolero kasi nga first time may experience ang gano'n. So hanggang sa nakauwi ako, siguro laging nasa isip ko na what if may nangyaring gano'n, siguro wala na ako. So yun yung mga ano. And after that, nagkaroon ako ng mga precautionary measures para sa sarili ko. Pag meron mga operations na nasasabayan, lalo na pag ang operation is more on drug related or even may mga kasama kayong law enforcement. Minsan, may danger din. So, yun, charged experience and yun. Hanggang ngayon, wala naman so far. Wala naman ganun experience.
So,
basically, opo. Lahat naman sigurong tao nung nag-pandemya. Although kami sa broadcast, hindi masyado. Pero naging yung pandemya ang nagbigay sa akin ng parang, ano ba tawag dito? Wake up call para gamitin mo ang ibang oras mo para maghanap ng ibang pagkukunan aside sa pagiging isang media practitioner. Kasi hindi naman talaga ang local media hindi naman gaano kataasan ang mga sahod niya.
But despite his challenging career in this time of pandemic, his creative activities thrived. It is no secret that the pandemic put even more pressure on so many of us already struggling with mental health, particularly media practitioners, and we began to feel overwhelmed by anxiety and depression. However, Mr. Dance Alta never fails to have his pandemic pastimes. He is a freelance tour guide where he can visit, study, and experience new destinations multiple times. He is also fond of photo and video editing, a hobby that can also overflow into other areas such as photographic editing using his creativity.
Rider, sir.
Well, ano lang naman yun, maiksing pa lang kasi hindi ko makaya. Pero hanggang ngayon, hindi food pan, parang freelance delivery food driver. Sayang naman ito, mga kinagamit niya. So, may business about food. So, instead na mag-hire ka ng ibang partner ng delivery driver, ako na mismo, yung brother-in-law ko, ako na mismo, gumagawa. Then, may kaming barkada sa motor. Pinasok din namin yung pabiling, yung kasabay, mga door-to-door delivery. At least, dagdag income, dagdag extra income. Well, nagtatrabaho ka sa media practitioner. Kasi before, bago po man ako nag-log sa media, iyaw na pa sa delivery. Ano bagang fast food chain, delivery rider ako. Nagkaklase ako sa Bino, part-time. Kaya bako na sabi ko, hindi ko man yun pagpatuloy habang nagtatrabaho sa broadcast. Minsan na may nakakig na lang nga nagka. Itong pag-delivery ko pang pagpapagawa. Then hindi ako ako pala yung nag-deliver sa una. Kaya na, mga experience.
Bakit sir, hindi sir nagtagal yung pagiging rider mo sir?
Sa
Sa food panda.
kasi may yun, dapat may mamit ka din. May mamit ka din doon na dapat yung oras, yung trabaho mo, yung output mo. So, hindi ko man yun mamit kasi nagtatrabaho ako sa work. So, doon ako sa sarili kong oras mismo. Doon kami pumasok. Naging naging short, hindi ako active na rider.
So,
Okay na.
sir,
Una, kahit siguro hindi sa media, mental stress isa sa naging pinaka-epekto. Pangalawa, daily routine ng isang media practitioner. Dati, nung wala pong pandemya, ako bilang isang broadcaster, everyday nag-iikot ako sa aking mga area for beat area, government offices, mga areas ko. Like for example, ang area ko is Albay district going to Daraga area. So everyday yan nililibot ko para mag-news gather. Nung nag-pandemic, nawala yon. So yung news gathering mo apektado, yung daily output mo apektado. Then, syempre, yun ang nawala. So, ibig sabihin, lumipat tayo doon sa new technology, cellphone, nauso yung Zoom, nauso yung iba't ibang platform, and yun yung nakabago. Aside yan, sa bagay na yan, aside sa ganyan, yung restriction minsan nakakapag-hinder, nagiging block para makakuha ka ng mga information sa mga subject ng mga tao towards news. So, sa mga ganong bagay. Well, ang natutunan ko, gumawa ka lang ng tama. Lagi kang gumawa ng tama. Gawin mo ang trabaho mo na nasa puso. Kasi yan ang source mo. Well, pag may source ka, magagawa mo ang function mo bilang isang ama. Kasi una, kung hindi ka gagawa ng tama, hindi mo gagawin ng tamang trabaho, wala ka dito, wala kang source of income. So, yan siguro ang isa sa mga pwede kong ipagmalaki din sa anak ko na ako gumawa ng tawa na doon tayo sa pagiging kasi dito sa amin yung credibility ako isa sa mga kasi simbahan kong stasyon. Isang kalukuhan mo lang dyan, may involved ka lang dyan sa corruption or sa kung ano-ano, wala ka na dito. So, I've been here for 13, 14 years. Ayun yung isang pwedeng natutunan ko, may pwedeng moment malaki din sa akin.
The pandemic has put many people to the test, and media practitioners are no exception. Coronavirus has waged war against their lives and well-being, and the effects of the pandemic on journalists are ongoing. People are continuing to quit their jobs, leave the industry, or shift roles, citing burnout from the pressure of working under the shadow of a pandemic while already in a stressful career path. Snappiest salute to our dedicated media practitioners who are standing strong in giving a voice to all the members of our society. They live up to their responsibilities on the marginalized and voiceless, with all their diverse perspectives, must not be left in silence, especially in these critical times. We also need to understand our media practitioners and how drastic their lives went. We care for your safety. Your well-being is also our priority.